Please read the disclaimer. XRP holders, it's happening again, or Trump just did it again. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. So after President Trump gave the 48-hour warning to the Iranian government that he would get more extreme, he decided to come out with a tweet this morning talking a little bit about potential peace talks, 5-day pushing the ultimatum 5 days into the future. And the markets, of course, love this, and XRP and Bitcoin and the stock market and everything popped after there was so much fear over the weekend. Taco, right? And the market decided to come back. Oil, of course, dropped. Silver and gold went up. We'll talk about exactly what he says, why it actually pumped and then pulled back. There was it's all affecting right now the price of XRP. So all I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. I know you guys can do it. I have faith in you. Currently, XRP is sitting at $1.43, up 3.8% on the day. As you can see, as soon as the news came out, that tweet, we saw XRP pop up here. XRP was sitting at $1.37. And on the news, it popped up about 4% in 2 minutes. It was not, of course, just XRP, but the rest of the crypto market popped as well. Bitcoin also about around 4%. It did, go up more, pull back, go up more, pull back. Now sitting around 70,960. Ethereum sitting at 2,100, also popping up here, breaking a little bit of resistance. Solana back to 95, actually up 6% here on the day. It was interesting because XRP was holding a little bit better than the others. And so when they started popping, it didn't pop as much. Don't read into it too much. It's just the relevance towards what was happening there earlier today. So President Trump tweeted out, I am pleased to report that the United States of America and the country of Iran have had over the last 2 days very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution of our hostilities in the Middle East based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversation, which will continue through the week. I have instructed the Department of War to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for the 5 days period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions. Thank you for the attention to this matter. So that was the message, right? And the 48 hours, of course, we talked about this morning. It was high probability that was going to happen. But, the words out there, some are saying that the Iranians are denying that these negotiations took place. Senior Iranian official says the talks being reported are fake news and claims it's being used deliberately to manipulate oil and financial markets. Maybe that's why we're seeing this kind of volatility. We're seeing not just crypto volatile like this, but also the stock market, as you can see, up and down here this afternoon. And that is the current situation that we are seeing right now. Now, I don't know if this means anything, right? But knock on wood, we haven't had a siren where I live since last night at like 12. So it's been like almost 24 hours since the last one. So knock on wood, I don't know what that means. Maybe there's some truth to this. I don't know what's going on. That's, the only indicator that I have from my side. If this, is actually talks that are happening behind the scenes. So they're lowering a little bit the aggressiveness, maybe. Okay. As always, I don't know what the market is going to bring day to day. I don't know what Trump's going to tweet. I don't know what he's going to say, how that's going to affect the markets. Just a reminder that this video is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. It was interesting because I was looking at this. We talked about potentially the yields, the 10-year and the 20-year, potentially affecting what Trump does. The US 20-year note yield was above 5%. And at this current pace, we were on track for 7% mortgages and $4 gas prices this week. But then, of course, oil dropped here, going all the way from being at 100 to, it went to 84. And right now it's at 87. Gold and silver, after pulling back, got a little bit of a pump there. Gold was at 4,000, now it's at 4,400. Silver, similar, was 60, now it's at 69. So the market's kind of recovered and then pull back. And it seems that similar to what happened with the tariffs, where the yields were going up significantly, and then Trump started pushing things down the line. He used it as a tactic. It seems that the yields are chicken winging, right? That's how you say it, chicken winging his hands behind his back, and making him, not do what he said he was going to do, right? And if they say it's a taco, right, then it's taco. So that this was, what's affecting right now the price action. Of course, there was a lot of liquidations here. Wait, not that. A lot of liquidations. Where are we? Where's the liquidations? Here. I was looking at it. Technical difficulty time, right? So you can see the last 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum had some big liquidations on the short here, about 800 million total liquidations, a lot from oil on the long here, but also short. So you can see short got here 161, but also 111 on the long. So this kind of spikiness, this up and down on the market, got people liquidated both ways. Maybe people were over leveraging when the market came up, and then longs got kicked here, and then they longed again, and so this is why both ways kind of got liquidated inside this time frame since the news, because the market has been kind of up and down since then, because of the kind of mixed message that we have been hearing coming out. Now, this was interesting, saying that the U.S. and Iran could jointly control Strait of Hormuz. President Trump said the strait could reopen very soon if diplomatic talks with Iran in progress, adding the U.S. could potentially jointly control the waterway with Iran's supreme leader. Interesting. Again, that is another thing that is bringing down the prices of oil there. And Kobesi says to us here, is this the best time trade of 2026? At 6:50 a.m. Eastern Time, $1.5 billion in notional value worth of S&P future contracts were bought. The trade was so large it sent the entire index up 0.3% higher that minute. Then 14 minutes later, President Trump announced productive discussions. Interesting. We talked about this, that the 100% whale that had predicted every single movement went short, actually. So he was right until the tweet. I have to find if there's a tracker or something, and to see the positions if they got smushed on their short. Because if it was actually Trump, the youngest, right, that some people speculate, I don't know if it's him actually, but that's the joke on the street, then maybe he didn't know that tweet was going to come out. I don't know. We'll continue to speculate on who it actually is, but it's very interesting to see, where the markets behaved here today. And on that, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says tokenization could transform finance like the internet did in 1996. So we're still looking at, the price action and everything that's happening, but we're still early. I still think and believe we are still early on the crypto market. Things can change, of course. Things can change in the future. And if I think that my outlook on crypto market is changing, then I will let you know. But for now, the long-term outlook is not changing. Yes, there's going to be new shiny things, and it's always important to diversify into stuff, into investments, not put all your eggs in one basket. I learned this very early on. And so, if there's something new, like, remember, crypto wasn't here before 2008. There's something new that AI creates an opportunity to do something, then we'll do that. And if it's AI bots that trade, then we'll try that. Like, everything is that happens in new, we try and we see and we develop, and we don't, stay in one lane. And that's very important. Again, this is how I look at my investing and trading. You might see it differently, and that's okay. Every single person has their prerogative. The SEC, interestingly, came out with 2 new plans. According to Bloomberg, the SEC sent 2 new proposed rules, one on digital assets and another on hedge fund and private equity firm disclosures, to the White House for review. So after coming out with the big, announcement that all these cryptos were not securities, now they're coming with proposed rules. And again, as this SEC Mwah. Chef's kiss, beautiful. Doing everything that can bring crypto into the year 2026. What is the 21st century? I think, yeah. English is my second language. So if I don't remember some saying in English, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So right now, again, XRP is sitting at 143. Maybe by the time you're watching this, it's a little bit up, a little bit down. But Franklin Templeton is telling us that XRP is moving toward Bitcoin and Ethereum level institution adoption. So Franklin Templeton is seeing what's happening on the floor, seeing what's happening in the institutions, and letting us know, hey, there's high probability that in the future we're going to see XRP on the same level, the way that Ethereum and Bitcoin are viewed by institutions and adopted by institutions. And you know what that means? The guy that we just talked about, Larry Fink, potentially starting the BlackRock ETF for XRP. But again, we don't know if this is going to be good or bad. We talked about for Ethereum, it wasn't that great after the after the Ethereum ETF came out. Remember, it sold off. Ethereum sold off, and it wasn't that great. For Bitcoin, there was a lot of hoopla around, if you remember, and the prices went up. But it was, after Bitcoin had been in a bear market, and it was the first one. It was something that had never been seen before. So again, I don't know if BlackRock will ever do an XRP ETF. It is the last domino from Domino Theory by Jake, but maybe it happens. We'll see. It's gonna be very interesting to see how that plays out. As always, don't forget to smash the like button. Did we get 1,000? Yes, we did. No, it's your job to get us there. Drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.